Hi guys, welcome back. Today we've got JC and me, Brianna, here today. We're going to be talking about some frequently asked questions, but before we jump into that, we want to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving since that's coming up and it's right around the corner.
Yep. So first question is, what are your Thanksgiving plans?
So I am going to be visiting some family, of course. I'm going to be with my mom and my stepdad and my brothers and sisters. And I'm traveling this
And
time.
all the dogs.
And all our dogs,
All
yes.
5 dogs.
All 5 dogs.
Yes. I am going to be going to Jillian's. Hi, Jillian. For Thanksgiving, and so we're going to have fun there. Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
That's so nice. What is your favorite thing to eat for Thanksgiving?
Okay. So obviously, I believe turkey is overrated, so that doesn't get selected. I would say macaroni or mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
for sure.
that's a good one.
What about you?
I love mashed potatoes. I do love mashed potatoes. Corn pudding. I'm gonna throw that one in there. Have you ever had it?
I not good one. Not a good corn pudding.
Not a good one.
Yeah.
I love it. I love corn
Yeah.
pudding.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Carbs. Anything carbs.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
All the carbs.
Yeah. Next question is, what is your favorite dessert?
I personally really love apple pie. That's my favorite go-to for
Yeah.
dessert.
I'm traditional. I just do pumpkin. It's pumpkin season,
I get it.
PSL season, so pumpkin works for me.
I'm not a big pumpkin fan.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Yeah.
pumpkin
I don't.
flavor.
Is pumpkin just in America? I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't. It's very fall to me, so that's why.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
true. Yeah.
Yep. And then last question is family traditions.
Yeah. So we do the typical, like, saying what you're thankful for right before we start eating. Everyone kind of talks about it, and we probably spend like an hour talking about all the things
wow.
that we
Before
are
you
thankful for.
eat?
I have a big family,
So
we
are you guys
spend-
just like doing this while you're waiting to eat?
Yeah, like we've got all this food in front of us, and we're just like, okay, come on, get through it, let's go.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, I think for my family we do the whole wishbone thing.
Okay.
So whoever gets a wishbone gets to make a wish.
Oh.
I've had it a few times. Those wishes don't come true, but you know it's part of tradition. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
happens.
part of
Yeah. So now we've gotten through those questions. We're going to talk a little bit more about our products and our frequently asked questions.
Yes. Okay. So a question that we often get is, do I need any tools to install your shade?
Yeah. So short answer, no. All you're going to need is either a kitchen knife or a utility knife to cut our shades.
Yeah. And then also for those, you can use on all the products the sharp kitchen knife, but the utility knife is more used for the paper shades, the original paper shades.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we're going to talk about more about our Easy Lift product.
So something we get often, a question we get really often is how much light comes through, which of the Easy Lift shades has the most light come through it. So basically for the Easy Lift, the pleated light filtering is going to show the most light out of all of them. Then we're going into the cellular light filtering, it's going to be the next one. Then for pleated light blocking, that's going to block out more light. And then into the cellular blackout, that is going to block out all light. So that in order of most to least amount of light coming through. So another question for you. What are the differences between pleated and cellular shade?
Yeah, great question. So Brianna has our cellular shade right there. So if you see it has 2 layers, it makes the honeycomb style. What that does is it traps the air, so it's better for energy efficiency. And then this pleated one here I have is just 1 single layer of fabric. That's it.
Yep.
So next question is going to be, my shades are uneven or unbalanced. So what do I do to balance them again?
So to balance an Easy Lift shade, if you're finding that it's uneven, you're going to want to grab it from the bottom rail of the shade, pull it all the way down. You want to make sure your hands are equally apart. Pull it all the way down gently, all the way down, and then bring it back up really gently. If you're still seeing that it's still uneven, just do that a couple more times and it should balance back out.
Yeah, and make sure you're doing it not the bottom of your window, literally all the way down.
All the way down, yes, pull it all the way down. Okay, can I cut my shade in half to make 2 shades?
So for our Easy Lift, no, you can't. So this right here is the mechanism. If you cut it in the middle, you're going to damage that. So whenever you're cutting this, you want to make sure you're cutting evenly on the rulers, never in the middle, or it will damage that mechanism. Okay. Next question is, what depth does my window need to be at?
So for Easy Lift, it's required a minimum of an inch and a quarter of depth. So you want to make sure to have that. Now all of our Easy Lift shades and all of our products are designed for an inside mount only, but specifically for this, you want to make sure you have an inch and a quarter. Can I trim the length of my shade?
No, you cannot. Remember that bottom mechanism is what controls the shade. If you cut that off, it will not operate like it needs to. And then last question for Easy Lift is what side faces the street?
So for the pleated shades, you're gonna see kind of a slight overhang, and I'm just gonna show you here. Oh, sorry, JC. There's a slight overhang. So this is the side that's gonna face in, where the other side is gonna face out. Now for the cellular shades, it's kind of up to you. Either way, there's not an overhang on the rail, so you can face either side out or in. A lot of people like to do for the natural ones specifically, they like to have the natural side facing inside the house to kind of match your decor, and then the white side facing out. But totally up to you if you want the natural showing on the outside.
Yep. And then now we're going to talk a little bit more about our original shade product.
Yep. So why do my shades seem so short?
Yeah, so when they, we pack them pretty tightly, so if you hang them up and they're looking a little bit short, what you're going to want to do is put the clips on them to weigh them down a little bit, and that should lengthen them over time.
Yeah. And another option, the original shades all come in a 72-inch length. We do have the 90-inch length available as well if you're seeing that maybe 72 inches is just not enough too.
Yeah, yeah. Next question, is there anything included with the shades to raise the shade?
Yes, so clips should be included. There should be 2 clips per shade to help raise and lower your shade. Do you have these shades in fabric material?
Yeah, so our original shades come in both paper and fabric material. Next question is going to be, can I use more than one shade in a wider window?
Yes, you can. So if you have a very wide window, you're going to want to use 1 or more, or 2 or more shades. For our windows, we do have a smaller than 36-inch. So what we just did, just to kind of show you what that looks like, we just cut a 36-inch shade, original shade. But we want to show you kind of how that would go together on there. So that it kind of flushes together, you're going to put them there kind of towards the middle like this. So they kind of layer on top of each other, just a little bit in the middle. We're going to show you here on our window how we do that. So I will place mine first here, JC, and this one's already cut so that it will fit. We just take that off. And I'm just going to place that in there. Kind of want to layer it a little bit on top, and then it should flush together.
Yeah.
So that way you can cover your wider windows.
Okay, and now we're going to talk a little bit more about our original arch product.
Can I use this shade in a quarter arch window?
Yeah, you totally can. So we have an original arch here. You just cut it to the size, use the double adhesive to stick it. You may need to use double-sided tape up here to keep the shade in place. Next question is, can I use these shades for an imperfect arch?
Again, with this one, all of our products are made for an inside mount. They're designed for that specifically, but if you do have an imperfect arch, you can use our products as well. Just requires a little bit more hacking. So for this, for example, so you know what the difference is, a perfect arch means that the width, let's just say, is 30 inches. The height is 15, so half of that width. So that is going to be a perfect arch. So just to kind of show you, we have a perfect arch here, but just to show you what you would do if you have an imperfect arch, is you're going to want to cut just a little bit here at the top so that it fits. So just a tiny little bit, just so it fits the top of that arch.
And now we're going to talk a little bit about our roller brackets.
So what kind of shades do these work with?
Yeah, so our simple slab roller brackets work with stock roller shades that have a flat and round tip. Okay, next question is, what is the weight limit for these brackets?
So for simple slide roller brackets, the weight limit is 30 pounds and you can use up to a 60-inch shade. What is the minimum mounting depth to use for these brackets?
Minimum mounting depth has to be 1.5 inches. And then the last question is, which way do the tabs face?
So, and I'll show you here as well, the roller brackets, what those look like. So the tab should always face down. These are made so that you can, if you need to remove them, you can just pull that tab down. So they should always face down when they're placed into the window.
And those are all the questions we had for our frequently asked questions.
Yeah. And so just keep an eye out, guys. Next month, in December, mid-December, we're going to have some deals going on for some of our products. Make sure to follow us so you get those notifications anytime we do have a deal going on.
Yep. And then we'll be back next month with a Christmas-themed Amazon Live. So make sure to, like Brianna said, follow us and join us then. We'll have some sort of Christmas craft, and we'll see you all then.
Thanks so much, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yep. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.